couple of nice little technical flights. It's a wee bit too west. It's actually just off north, but it's a wee bit too much west. There's a bird up there which won't show up in the camera, and the wind is probably 20 degrees off the main slope. So I did a couple of nice technical flights as we look on to the right, so sight left. So as we look on to the right of the trig point, which is below there, and the radio mast, but right up at the top next to the tree line, did a couple of flights there. Now, because there's multiple power line crossings there, I took the chance and took the downwind beat. It's fine when the wind direction's got a tiny bit of east and north, but at the moment that's the wind direction there, so it's not ideal. So technical flight, downwind, carving through behind the so-called rotor area from the gorse cliff. Cutting round, it's fine, keep the airspeed on, don't brake, and you're just slicing straight through it. Good lift off the secondary bump, but while I was above the power lines, you normally want to have at least 3 pole lengths above for safety clearance. And you're getting the odd wee tip bit, and with this direction you're going to get disturbed air off the buildings and the trees, even though there's no leaves. So you always want to have a good safe margin rather than cutting across the power lines low. If the wind was coming straight on, it's not so bad, because as you arrive at the power lines you're almost starting to get into the secondary lift from the road down to the waterfront. But when it's this direction, you've got no guarantee of that. So a nice little flight there, secondary lift there, a couple of carving rounds, carved round, and then with the crosswind the air's flowing along here, so the way that my hand is pointing is the way the wind's flowing. Carving turn round, just staying just clear of the power lines, and then to spot land. Plan of action, although I don't think I'm going to fly over them, plan of action is pop the wing up, step the wrong way, and use the wing to jog back up to the top and see if I can get another flight in. And if I'm very, very lucky, get the lift sufficient to clear the power lines and fly right down to the waterfront. But 5% chance on that at the moment. Wind is picking up, we're looking almost straight on to the side, so the turbine blades turning there, maybe 10 degrees the wrong way, just slightly that way. We're seeing the face of them. So across in Dundee the wind direction is a bit more west than it is here. On the road bridge it was indicating coming almost perfectly from the northwest, almost aligned with the road bridge, but here again it's back to being west. So nice little fun flight, busy day doing welding, taking starter motors out, helping a guy that broken down at a bad spot, towing him round, and just generally bits and bods. So pop the wing up, jog back up to the top if I can, have another flight, and then head back to Dundee.